Tea! No, the camera wasn't recording. Well, guess I'll have to film it again. Hello, Josh here, but on the internet I go by the name Jumpre. I've been a computer scientist for the past 3 or 4 years now, studying various computer science things. I've been a passionate videographer for the past 6 years, and in this here video I'm going to be telling you guys for about the next 7 minutes or so about my project where I made a video game about making video games. So, where do I begin? Oh man, I wish I could like clone myself and like interview myself or something. That'd be fun. Oh wait, I can! Hey, Jumpre, I'm so glad you were willing to make this interview with me. Well, to be honest, Josh, I'm equally grateful you were willing to be the interviewer for this thing, you know? So Jumpre, what made you want to make this game in the first place? Well, yeah, like I said earlier, I love computer science and I love making videos, which I upload to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/jumpre. And what I love about making videos is that at the start of the video, the viewer has no idea what's going to happen, and then as they watch through the video, a narrative unfolds where the creator has full control over what happens at every moment in the video. And yeah, I love telling stories through videos, but like not the traditional type, but like more sort of artistic and more like personalized to what I like doing, where it's like crazy edits and all sorts. So, and what I really like about videos is unlike books, which are great, where you read through it and you get the story that way, I think it's hard to deny that through videos you can tell a story a lot quicker and with a lot more impact. And while books will still have their place, videos are really good for engaging the viewer with what you're doing. And I think video games take it one step further, because with a YouTube video it's like it's usually engaging and stuff, but you don't actually have any impact on what happens. But with a video game you can take it one step further, where you give the viewer the ability to change stuff. So that's why I wanted to go a bit more ambitious this time with what I was doing and create a video game. Makes sense, dude, makes sense. You know, on second thoughts, these shades probably weren't the best idea. Yeah, take those off, Josh. So, Jumpre, what programming language did you use? Oh, that's a good question. So, I used Python with the built-in libraries and also one external library, Pygame. And in terms of built-in libraries, I pretty much only used tkinter and random. Because I needed tkinter because the game's all about like coding and stuff, so I needed tkinter so the user could actually type stuff in. Awesome, yeah. So I guess now would be a good time to ask you, what was the game about? Ah yes, what the game's about, the content of it. So yeah, so the game is about creating video games, but obviously with something as complicated as video games, it's hard to explain directly how to make video games. It's easier to take an example and walk them through the example, and through doing the example, they'll pick up skills and ideas for all video games. So in the game, we create a game which I like to call Not the Tinker, while playing another game, What the Tinker, which is what the game's actually called. And you start with the game being, it's bare bones, barely anything, it's just you and some blocks, and then this code bird character I made called Bethro sort of takes you through and teaches you how to code. And I think I did a fairly good job of writing the script to be fairly engaging, and a lot of computer science detail is in there, but it's not as boring as sometimes it can be if you're just reading out of a textbook or something, because it gets you coding and it gets you thinking, how do I solve it before seeing the solutions, so you can really understand what's going on. So yeah, 6 levels in all, and if you want to check it out, I'll explain how you can get it at the end of this video. Awesome, that's really cool. Hey Josh, that's my cup of tea. Oh, sorry. Well, I mean, we're basically the same person. Oh. So Jumpre, I have to ask, if you could redo this project and do any part of it differently, or if you had to redo it, or do another project similar to this one, what would you change about how you went about creating this video game? Well, I certainly wouldn't use Python, that's for sure. No, Python's great, I love Python, but it wasn't really suitable for the project at hand, because Python, it makes it really easy to make games and make stuff really quickly. And you have way less bugs with Python, I imagine, than other programming languages. But the problem with Python is it's slow. But then The biggest problem with using Python for this project is that when I went to go and export it, it's a complete nightmare trying to turn your Python project into like an installer file that could run and get an exe file and run that to play the game. You can't do it with Python really. I used py2exe, I tried py2exe, PyInstaller, cxfreeze, and I couldn't get any of them working. They just did not like Pygame at all. They were like, you want to compile it? Sure. There's Pygame in there. Oh, you didn't tell us that, and then it just does not work. And you try to tell it there's Pygame, but it won't accept your code that says this is Pygame. It doesn't like that at all. So really, I should have used sort of a more optimized programming language, so maybe Java or C++ or C#. And although I don't know any of those programming languages, I imagine, considering that I've done a lot of programming, I probably could have picked them up fairly quickly, and although it would have been harder and slower to code it in those languages, the final product would be so much better. And what I learned from this project in terms of game development, it's not just about the game and the gameplay, because I made the game and the gameplay great, but there's more to a video game than just the gameplay. So you have the gameplay, you have the marketing, and then you have the distribution. So my game, it worked and it was great and it was fun, but marketing, and the distribution, I mean, it's just source code that they have to execute themselves, which is not good. It's really not good. So what I would do if I redid this is I would probably figure out which program. I would spend more time figuring out the programming language, because in this project I spent about like 2 minutes being like, yeah, Python will work. I should have put at least an hour thinking about which programming language. So, yeah, that's what I would do differently. Awesome stuff. This is good tea. Yeah, I can agree with that. So, I'm sure the viewers would love to know, how do we play the game? So I'm glad you asked that question. So yeah, if you want to play the game yourself to see what I've been talking about for the past 7 or so minutes, head on to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/jumpre. Find this video here. It's called I Made a Video Game About Making Video Games. And yeah, so you'll be able to play the game. Awesome stuff, awesome stuff. So thank you for your time, jumpre. So that's it from us. Gosh, buying the second t-shirt was a bad idea. So that's it from us. Us. Wait, hold on a second. I filmed this whole video on my own, didn't I? Oh wait, I need to end this video properly, don't I? Huge thanks to my family for putting up with me talking to myself for literally about 3 hours straight now. So all that's left to do is hand on the baton to the next participant, Ruben! Alright, so that was a video presentation I did that was part of a conference that was hosted by WCS earlier today. So huge thanks to WCS, because the event was really fun. It was a great opportunity for me to be able to talk to a live audience, which is something I've never done before. And a huge thanks to you guys for checking out this talk here on YouTube. So that's it from me. Have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys later.